Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm going to give you a quick tour and spin on the Kromski Sonata. This was actually my first real wheel that I got. And it came with 2 bobbins, a lazy Kate that actually swings out so that it doesn't get in the way. And now, I have had to replace the drive band a couple of times, and as you can tell, this wheel has been through the ringer. One thing I noticed about the wood in the Kromski wheels is that if you do drop them, you will end up chipping and breaking the edges on these. I also did it with, as you can see, I did it with a bobbin, a little hot glue on it, and bobbin's good as new. I will probably end up replacing the bobbins at some point. But we go over here, we have the flyer. I actually have 2 flyers for this. I have a regular flyer and a fast flyer. When you want to change the flyer out, you just pull up and this section slides out. Then we have where you adjust your ratios here. See if I can get that better in focus. Where you adjust your ratios here. When you're ready to store it, you can just take that. What am I doing here? Oh, here's the screw here. Going down here, that drops down and raises. You can also turn it that way to make it easier to store. I did get a bag with mine, so this whole thing actually comes up, comes apart, and then this whole section will fold down, and that way you can fit it all right into the travel bag that it comes with. I recommend that if you're going to go ahead and get a Kromski, get a wheel, or I'm sorry, get a bag. It just makes it easier for storage and also for travel. I would say that even despite the size of this wheel, it is a good travel wheel because it does fold down and break down. It can be stored in the bag. And it's actually not that heavy compared to, let's say, my Majacraft wheel, which actually weighs a ton. So if you're looking for a good starter wheel, this is a double treadle wheel. I prefer double treadle. That's just my personal preference. But go ahead and, Kromski hasn't been around for this long without making good quality wheels. So, eventually I will replace some of the parts that have been beat down. But I've had this wheel for close to 15 years. So I'm going to show y'all how to set up and spin. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up for spinning. The first thing you're going to want to do in getting your Kromski Sonata ready for spinning is to go ahead, make sure that this is on its lowest point. You're going to take your drive band, you're going to put it on whatever ratio you want, and then you're going to hook this down like so. And then you're going to raise this and get it tightened down. So we're all right here. All right, why am I not all right here? Okay, there we go. All right, so my orifice hook, and your orifice hook will be right there. So go ahead and pull that out. So I'm gonna need to break this off. I'm going to go ahead and tie another piece onto here. Alright. Now don't forget to bring your drive band up and around. So I need to loosen this up. I'm going to pull it this way till it goes over. and you're going to lay it right on top of, in Kromski's case, on top of the bobbin. So it's still pretty tight, so I want it a little bit looser. So we can start. Now with Kromski wheels, it does sometimes take a little bit for you to get the tension right. So I don't know if you can see on this side, but we're going to take our orifice hook and go right on in here. Pull that right on through. Okay, so we've got everything hooked up and ready. You're going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit and get this ready to spin. Alright, so as you can tell, we've got to tighten this up just a little bit, or loosen it up just a little bit, and we lost it. So that's okay though. Just going to pull that right back up, lay it over the side, go ahead and rehook your guide thread and pull it on through the orifice once again. Alright, so we're just going to use a little bit of scrap, and there we go. Now, okay, let's try that again. Take 3. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit longer thread this time. That way it'll give the fiber a chance to catch better, and then it will pull through better. Alright, so we've got a good bit of thread over here. Let me get a little bit more fiber ready. So, this is the fiber we're using. Alright, so, alright, we're going to lay it right about here. And, nope, we're going to go back this way. And looks like we're losing it again. And this can be part of the annoying part of spinning, is actually getting this so that you can actually get your fiber going. But it's okay once you get the hang of it. I haven't used this wheel in a while, so I'm not too stressed about it. But it is common, so if you're having problems getting it going, don't despair. It happens to the best of us. Now, each spinning wheel you buy should come with some kind of orifice hook if you're doing a manual, but some don't. Alright, so there we go. Alright, I think we got it this time. We're feeding it in. We've got, and I'm going to start with my fiber, making sure that it's spinning onto the guideline. And there we go. This is the Kromski Sonata. It is a nice wheel. It's not as sturdy as some wheels out there. Like I said, the flyers, if you drop them, have a tendency to chip. The bobbins have a tendency to chip, but it's easy to find replacement pieces for this. I recommend that you change out your drive band maybe once a year, just to make sure that it's working properly. Also with this wheel, you have to make sure that all of your connections are tightened, like your wheel is tightened to the base. Otherwise, sometimes it has a tendency after you spin for a while to become a little bit looser, and you don't want that, because otherwise then you'll start hearing a clicking sound when you spin, and you have to retighten and readjust the wheel itself. But as far as spinning goes, I like my Kromski. I generally will go to my Majacraft first, but you know, I have an attachment to this wheel. She was the first one that I got, and she's just a nice little wheel. I prefer this style to other styles out there, simply because it's just a personal preference. I prefer double treadle to single, and that's about it. So this is how you spin on a Kromski Sonata. You can check out thewoolery.com. They have a really nice selections of wheels, or you can go directly to the Kromski site and probably order there. And as you can see, we've got a nice little bit of evenly spun wool. And you just move it over when you're ready and start again. And just hit that wheel and there you go. And it takes some practice to be able to get a good gauge on how much wool to feed into your yarn, but you'll get it, you know, and don't despair if your yarn's a little bit chunky, a little bit uneven, you'll get it. So this has been a brief tutorial on the Kromski Sonata. I hope y'all have enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. If you like, please hit that like or subscribe button.